That's the thing about live. It's waiting for him. NVIX Media says, I can see it already. Bosa's going to be the scapegoat. Bosa is going to be the scapegoat.
Well, there's a scapegoat every year, and we haven't had a scapegoat segment in quite some time. Last year's scapegoat was Sorensen.
Sorensen was one of them, yes. Sorensen.
The year before was Spencer Burford and Wilkes. Who was the
Sorensen and the special teams coach?
Yes, that guy was horrible.
As if it wasn't Jake Moody's fault.
Right.
It was Schneider's fault.
Who is going to be the scapegoat this year?
Here's the thing. I have like a trick. You say first, because I don't know that I'm going to answer the same way as you.
Okay.
Because I love the question, but I might want to answer in a different way. So why don't you go first?
All right. If I'm looking at this, okay, Robert Saleh cannot be the scapegoat this year. There's too much around him. We love him, the history. He just got here, so forth and so on. I get all that. Okay. I can tell you that it might be Brant Boyer or Leonard Hankerson.
Oh, how about this? I see where you're going with this. What if I feel like they've already been setting it up, man. I think they've been setting up. It's the rookies. Hey, man. Okay. It's the rook. Look at all these rookies we got. Hey, we love them. We love these rookies, man, but they're rookies. And look at how many of them are on the field. And to me, I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear the excuses about the rookies or the injuries. And if they try to make it about Brock, I don't want to hear it. To me, I think fans are a little fed up with the scapegoats and the excuses. I think we've all seen Kyle Shanahan's playbook. I think we all know it by now. Not like his actual football playbook, but his other playbook. Like
his other plays.
We know it. And like we're like calling out his plays before they run. But it's like, nah, man, you can't do that anymore. You can't.
We're talking about scapegoats in August, dog.
We already know. We already know. You haven't changed anything in 9 years. It's like if I never updated my format, people would be like, well, Grant's going to say this today. I already know. I've watched Grant before. I know what he's going to say. And then you're done.
So if it's the rookies, does it mean that it's all going to be on defense again? Because there's no way that we're going to put anything on Jordan James, Jordan Watkins.
It's going to be like, let's blame these rookies, but not blame these rookies. Like we can't, like we're not going to fire Saleh. We're not going to get rid of these rookies. Like this was the plan to take the lumps. Like, yeah, it's obviously their fault, but it's part of the process, and we're committed to the process, and we love these guys.
Okay, so it's let's be gracious to a fault where everybody knows that we'll get points because we could be dogging them, but we're not.
I think they're trying to get people on their side to the point where if they lose week 1, people be like, yeah, but let's trust the process on this one. I mean, look at how much better Up and Stout got today. Look at how Michael Williams, these were very valuable reps for Michael Williams. So yeah, they lost, but just think about how good they'll be next year.
All right, so let's start getting some of the quotes out. Today we lost, but we won with a lot of experience. These guys are still getting it.
Yeah, no excuses. Of course, we always want to win.
We always want to win.
I mean, this was just an invaluable experience for so many of these guys. And we knew we were going to have to take our lumps. And this is what it looks like. Yeah. But really, we're going to be better. I'm pumped. I'm actually really pumped because a lot of guys took steps forward. And maybe you can't see it on the final score or in the box score, but when you turn on that film, man, these guys are they're working hard, and they're taking strides.
We're still a good team.
We're still a good team. Of course, it didn't show it on the scoreboard, and that's what it's a win-loss business, and we know that. Yeah. But when you turn on that tape, man, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged.
We're trending in the right direction. Yeah.
We're going to hear a lot of that bullshit this year.
I did say
if it culminates with 10-7 and a wild card berth, great, wonderful. You were right. Otherwise, it was hot air.
All right. So that's your bar. Playoffs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Make playoffs. You go 9-8 and miss the playoffs, I'm not moved. Oh, you went 9-8 and Jake Moody cost you a game? Your fault.
But I think you would be screaming into the void with 9-8.
Maybe.
Right? Like 9-8 would be like
maybe.
That's too much room to call to call it what it is.
Maybe I feel like the way this is going is that there's not going to be as many people defending Kyle and getting a lot of likes and support on social media being like, okay, so he missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. He still could get a job the next day if he gets fired. Cool, man. Like, he hasn't been good in 2 years. He's been in a pretty much a downward spiral since the Super Bowl ended. I think a lot of fans be like, you know what? He ain't Kyle anymore. That's not the Kyle I remember.
Do Jed and Kyle have a codependent relationship?
I think they did for a while, but 10 years is a long time, man. 10 years is a long time. And if things aren't coming together at this point, it's maybe both sides feel like.
You think Jed's tired of having friends now? He's ready to be a big boy?
Kyle could look at Jed as like, this is your fault, dude. You sold parts of the team. You invested in soccer. You thought this was a good deal. And then Jed could look at Kyle's like, all right, well, we stopped paying through the nose for players all of a sudden, and you have to actually coach. And who are you signing? Marquez Valdez-Scantling? Like, we were good because we were spending on players. We stopped spending on players and asked you to actually do your job, and you can't? Like, I just see both like a breakup coming. It's 10 years, man. It's hard to keep a relationship going that long.
Yeah, and Jed does always like to put his hand in the pot as like the trades and the money that they spent were kind of like the final things that pushed them over the hump to get there. Yeah. So he does see
he took full credit for Chris McCaffrey.
He took full credit for CMC. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm leaning. I'm so glad you said
before the Super Bowl. He was like, before it even happened. Kyle didn't want him because Kyle's a worrier. But I was like, hey, do you want the Rams to get him? And Kyle got real quiet.
Yeah. Like, he all but said, I had to look at Kyle and say, stop being a pussy, bro. Like, let's do it.
All right, man. All right, dude. And then now it kind of feels like Kyle overstepped last year with the Brandon Ayuk contract, and now it seems like Jed and the bean counters are back. The revenge of the bean counters, and this never good when Jed feels like, you know what? You know who needs to step up and do something? Me. Like, no. For 8 or 9 years, you were doing such a good job of not doing that. You either fire the coach and hire someone else to do everything, or you let Kyle do everything. It's not about you helping Kyle. Kyle doesn't need your help.
Yeah, that's what I said. They have a codependent relationship, in my opinion. Like, you don't need to help Kyle. You need to hold him accountable for what you've given him. Like, he needs to make good on what you've got, what he's got. So we'll see. I'm all down for the corporate gaslighting where Jed acts like Kyle just didn't do his job and they're not even friends at all. I'm down for all of that. It's going to be peak drama.
I just feel like Jed's a little emotional, like offense, and when the season's going down, he can do some stuff. I mean,
oh yeah, during the season, Jed is a whole different animal. He's an owner watching the team. So I want to see how he's going to stomach this season, but off of what he had to sit through last season.
Hey, man, they're favored in 15 of 17 games. They could be 15-2 this year. We'll see what happens. Mr. Fish and Chips OBE says Grant Cohn will be the scapegoat. No doubt. Well, that was last year.
Yep. For sure.
It was my fault. I was standing too close to use check. It was my fault. He was uncomfortable. He would have played better. He might have had 3 touchdowns. Joshua Kuchis says Grant's a Seahawks fan. All you need to know. Yeah, man. I really care what the Seahawks do. Gifted Visions 10 says trade Kyle and Bosa, 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. Who's worth more to trade, Bosa or Kyle?
Kyle.
Interesting. You could really reload that way.
Of the overrated coordinators. That's the era of most coaches.
I just think it's interesting that for the last 5 to 10 years, the NFL has completely fetishized play calling. Yep. It's the end all be all. Fuck coaching. It's about calling plays. And the 2 best play callers in the league with the best coach in the league got their asses kicked in the Super Bowl by Nick Sirianni.
Real
and yes,
coaches.
Nick Fangio's a genius too, but like that's not why the Eagles won.
Whoa.
They just were bigger and stronger than the smartest team in the league. Way bigger and stronger.
I just said something wild. I said real coaches as opposed to Nick Sirianni and Andy Reid. That was sacrilegious. So like not that, but you know what I mean? Like CEO coaches. Coaches' jobs are they coach coaches. That's what they do. They don't necessarily sit down and call all these plays.
J Sports Pod now says Buffalo would hire Kyle if they don't meet their season expectations. Lynch would be first, in my opinion. Cool, man. Let Kyle go and fall short of their expectations over in Buffalo.
Could you imagine Kyle with Josh Allen?
Would Josh stay healthy, or would Josh start
No,
getting hurt for the first time in
bro.
his
If
career?
Josh Allen dipped with Kyle Shanahan, like it will be out. Like everybody would know, bro.
Is that Kyle's back? Like, hey, fire me. I'm gonna go coach Josh Allen. All right, man.
Well,
Let's see you go mess that up.
McDermott's on the hot seat. If they don't get it done, he's in him and Kyle are in the same boat as far as I'm concerned.
Then trade him to Buffalo. If the Buffalo wants him so bad and he wants to go to Buffalo, then cool. We'll do a trade. You can have him for 2 first-round picks. Fine. Take him.
I would do that.
Enjoy.
I'd do that.
Do that.
Salah would take the job. We have 3 first-round picks going in. That's Gucci.
I want to see that his offense is still cutting edge. I mean, it's all about this motion stuff, like stuff that defenses have seen a lot the last 5 to 10 years. Like the Eagles do none of that. None of that. And the Niners are over here with this rinky-dink offensive line trying to trick you. Like, okay, all right, let's see.
One thing I will say is that they do need to speed it up. This offense is slow as hell, bro. Like they take all of the play clock, and it allows defenses to really just sit back and just wait on you, bro. You're not really putting them in a bind. So,
oh my God, Juszczyk went in motion from right to left. Now he went in motion from left to right. Oh my God, now he's back in motion from right to left, and there's 2 seconds left. And it's like,
okay. Isn't it funny that now that the league is kind of coming back to running football, we're not all of a sudden we're not kind of like the authority on running the ball anymore? Like, I think that us running the ball was only cute because nobody was running the ball when we were hot. That's why we were so unique, because we ran the damn ball so much. But now that other teams are coming on and doing it, are the Eagles showing us that they could do it better than us? It's like, no. This is how you run the ball. This is how you form an identity.
And if you play like a big 5-man front against the Niners, they're going to have a tough time running the ball because their offensive line is going to have all these one-on-one blocks that they're not going to win.
That they can't do.
So it's like it's not built to stop a defense that's kind of selling out to stop the run while maintaining a too high shell. Like that's a great way to shut down Kyle entirely. So I want to see if Kyle's got the answers. I think that's the show. We're at an hour in. I'm going to I don't want to say where I'm going because I got stalkers and stuff. No, but this place is pretty locked down. This is the largest Italian men's club west of the Mississippi, man. The largest out here in Oakland. So I'm going to go hang out with some fellow Italians, because I'm a quarter.
Forget about it.
Hey, man, you get there and there's like all you can eat salad, all you can eat bread rolls, all you can eat pastas. Keep bringing that shit out. Just all this wine. And it's so much fun. The Italians really know. It's an abbondanza situation, man. It's great.
Hey, man, Italians do East Coast, man. So we love our Italians over here. So it's real good over here.
Absolutely. And if you're ever in town, I'll bring you out. My brother is in the club, so I got like a, you know what I mean?
I got a lot going on, but after the season, we're setting some up. I'm coming out there.
Colombo Club. Is the offense in shape to execute faster? Maybe by October when they've actually had games. Like they didn't do preseason. Brock had 1 drive. They do this. This is their thing. They just do preseason in September. The Aztec Warrior says Jake Booty or Gopher. On that note, thank you very much. Great show. Thank you for the super chats. Have a great day. Thank you, Coach.